As this time of the year comes again, everyone's enjoying Christmas holidays, that one special boy who lived becomes popular again, same as Mariah Carey.
Harry Potter! No.
So it's natural that we see the spike in interest in the Hogwarts Legacy game, especially with recent deals from Epic Games Store, who gave away it for free and 90% Steam sale until January 5th, 2026. The game is very nice overall, but the main question is how it can be that cheap or even free while the base price tag is 60 to 70 USD. Should we, regular gamers, be worried about so frequent sales or giveaways from such big corporate studios? They should make a profit after all, so what's the catch? You might have heard the saying that if something is free for you, then you are the product. Is this true in the gaming industry as well? Let's figure this out on the Hogwarts Legacy example. Grab some tangerines and let's begin. A few words about the Hogwarts Legacy itself first. This is a single-player RPG game. Why is this point worth highlighting? Because there is an option for multiplayer and there are many rumors about the future of this game. We'll get back to this a bit later, but if you want to check everything right now, I left some useful links in the description below. The game was released at the beginning of 2023, so it's almost 3 years old as of now. Nevertheless, the game is still supported with multiple fixes and changes over the whole period of time. Some of them are quite fresh, so no wonder that it's almost bug-free and looks astonishingly beautiful. Facial animations are top tier. Sure, it's from Warner Bros. Games and they are masters in animation. A while ago I upgraded my PC to RTX 5090, so I maxed out ray tracing on everything with my 2K monitor and it's almost cinematic graphics directly while playing. Damn, I think that cutscenes have worse quality than the actual gameplay with all that things turned on. Luckily there are not many of them. Story-wise, you have tons of in-game activities aside from the main story, which is often should be progressed through several main quests at once. To put it in numbers, I've played for 20 hours and completed nearly 24% total. Sure, the main story can be completed quite fast, but you may easily spend 100 hours there. But does it cost full 70 bucks? As I always say in previous videos, the matter of price is very individual, but when it comes to Hogwarts Legacy specifically, let's talk more about this. If the game is this good, it comes from a big corporation who has to earn, how can it be so cheap on sales or even free? For example, the Resident Evil series mostly have 50 to 60% discounts. I've also never seen Forza Horizon 5 for more than 50% discount, the same with GTA 5. Just to be clear, I'm talking about official sources like Steam, Xbox Store, Epic Games Store, etc. You still can find many games for cheaper from third-party sites, but make sure to read the description on those platforms very carefully. This is advice from a person who worked in this industry for over 5 years. Anyways, let's get to the main point already. How can companies afford to practically give away their products? To be short, marketing and PR mostly. How does this work? I may have some interesting news for you about Hogwarts Legacy, so stay with me. Generally, companies earn a lot, and I mean a lot of money by selling games. And yes, they have huge expenses as well. So it's a common practice to spend a big portion of a budget for marketing. This may come not only from developers directly, but mostly from publishers and selling platforms themselves. Yes, the recent Hogwarts Legacy giveaway in EGS was funded by them. Epic Games funds its free giveaways like Hogwarts Legacy by paying publishers license fees, but recoups costs and gains new users by driving traffic to their store, selling its own popular games like Fortnite and securing cross-promotional deals with the goal of making more money long-term through increased engagement and sales on their platform, essentially a marketing cost for customer acquisition. In simple words, they buy your attention to keep you with them, so you would spend more money over time. I'm sure there are a lot of people watching this video who have had a Steam account for over 10 years. Personally, my Steam account is 13 years old. There's also another darker side of the story. All big companies share similar strategies. Although they're competing with each other, they're still trying to cooperate. So for many of us, it's not a secret that they exchanged our data between themselves. When signing external license agreement while installing games, have you at least once read terms and conditions, especially when the game has protection against piracy? To protect the unloaded files, they basically grab all device identifiers, operating system hardware components info, location, user information, and dozens or even hundreds of other positions. Just like cookie files on every web page where you agree to them. Next time, before agreeing to any cookies, click on Change Preferences and then see the list of so-called vendors. Most certainly, you'll see at least several dozen different companies that you never heard about. Hogwarts Legacy is no exception to this. It requires an external agreement. They are mostly related to copyrights, but also include the possibility to collect all above-mentioned info. Why would they need all of that information? How is it useful? The answer is simple. If they know everything about you, they know what you want and can sell it to you at one time or another. There are multiple companies that sell so-called business leads in bulk. Sure, this is a legitimate business and is regulated, but I'm sure that many people wouldn't like it, as those companies often use tricky or shady ways to obtain all of that information, sometimes on the verge of legality. As you know, Meta, Microsoft, and a full list of well-known companies have lawsuits related to this topic. Because it's cheaper to pay a settlement or a fine than not profiting from this. So yes, with every sale or giveaway we become more pliable for further potential purchases. I've seen many videos where people spent thousands for games that they haven't played even once. I also have at least a dozen such games in my Steam library. But is that all that bad? Well, I don't think so. After all, we would spend all that money on other things, so why not spend them on something that we truly like and are passionate about? As you may have heard from Expedition 33, hobbies do not always have to be useful. Knowing all of that, should we abandon gaming, technology overall, and go live in the cave? Of course not, this is a part of our lives. But this doesn't mean that you should just ignore how things work. I say, just be careful on the internet. So yes, feel free to grab that Hogwarts Legacy and enjoy it. I can tell that it's an interesting and quality game, but just not for my taste. One fact that I actually don't like the most there is the matter of inclusivity within this game. I know that it's a fantasy world with magic and many such things, but staying connected with the real world, I always keep in mind that it was made by a big studio, Warner Bros. Games, so when I see all kinds of people who have specific likings in other people, let's say so, I hope you will understand, I don't want to see this in game that is very suitable for kids as well. This just contradicts with my personal views, don't judge me for this please. I also understand that including these elements in-game is made purposely to cover broader range of audience, so everyone could find something they like in there. For me personally, it's the room of requirement. I just love base building games, especially with a developed economy. I simply like to create cozy and functional space for myself, like our community here. I hope this information will come in handy. If so, please like and share the video so others would know as well. Additionally, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel for more reviews on important games and topics. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one.